Indiana just a field goal to their credit so far. Penix taken down. Luke Van Ness, the redshirt freshman.
Well, Van Ness gets the sack, but Zach Van Valkenburg was the one that made Penix pull the ball down and step up.
And then it's a high snap. That last snap was high. This one is higher. Crum has run back into the end zone, picks up the ball. It's a safety. We didn't account for this possibility of the defense scoring today.
Shades of what happened in Ames, Iowa last week. An errant snap and a lonely feeling in the backfield for Dustin Crum after chasing the errant snap down. All those black jerseys swarming to the football in his own end zone. Nothing left to do at that point. We're going into the fetal position.
Lukas Van Ness, Jack Campbell, Zach Van Valkenburg, all pushing him back.
He doesn't get big yardage.
Xavier Williams weaving through traffic, knocked down from behind, shy of the first down by a little bit. With the rejection of the pass. And Crum under duress when he kept it. Down he goes. Zach Van Valkenburg leads the charge.
Between Van Valkenburg at the top of the screen here, Lukas Van Ness on the interior, both work off of their blocks, and Van Valkenburg wasn't sure in this.
Centeo gets pressure off the edge and is down. They had 7 sacks last week. Play behind the chains.
Van Ness has a chance to be a good one. You know, this program is known for developing the defensive linemen. They had a number of defections last year. A couple of guys wanted to go to the national.
But it's happening today. Doru on the run, spun down. At the line of scrimmage, Luke Van Ness.
Holding him to less than a yard.
Pull back in on 2nd down and 9. Instead, it's Marty trying to make a move, and that was not happening. Seth Benson was not buying. 3rd down.
Benson does a nice job of A, staying at home, right, and then B, doing a nice job of...
Yeah, they've got 21 of them. Now they're going to do a draw, just try to get a little bit more room, and it doesn't work.
Obviously nice to have on that roster the fact that a guy who used to play running back in these desperate times for them in that position.
Smothers being pursued. He was able to get away and then step out of bounds. Seth Benson had him.
Got all 3 timeouts. You don't even have to use the sideline yet.
2nd and 2, and they're going to run a draw here. And Smothers is brought down by Lukas Van Ness. Levis has to step up, takes off, and is tripped up. He gets into Iowa territory. Got 100 catches now in the season. Levis on 2nd down, hit and face planted back at the 18. Van Ness with the sack, the 7th of the day for Iowa.
He's working on the guard. 60, Quentin Wilson.
Davis, their best running back in there as well. And they will fake the handoff to Davis. Gronowski's got plenty of time. That runs out quickly, and he can't escape. He is sacked for a slight loss.
Right there. Watch, they're trying to dial up Michael Morgan. This is a tight end special, a Pottebaum special, and Riley Moss ate it up. Allowed that defensive line to get to it, but great recognition. You can see standing on the I in Iowa. Boots it away, and it's tipped again. 2nd time Iowa has got a hand on a Cyclone punt.
Inside the 10-yard line. Today's special team stud has been one of the interior defensive linemen in Lukas Van Ness.
Just getting his left hand on it. What a play. A guy who arrived here as a 235-pound defensive end. He's bulked up to 275, but as you said, he's making big plays. They go back to Brock. Well, he had 77 rushing yards before that play, but that was going backwards. Lukas Van Ness.
His team stud on the interior of that Hawkeye defensive front. Van Ness working in a 2-eye technique and then sheds the block. That is just a spectacular play from Lukas Van Ness.
Shane Illenworth is back in the game now for the Wolfpack. And a play fake and under pressure. Flag is down. Sack is made back at the 40-yard line by Lukas Van Ness.
The penalty is declined. 2nd down.
There's going to be a loss on the play back to the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah, he got him pretty good. It looked like more like a...
Simon will stay in the air. Simon trying to tuck and run, and he is tripped up down low.
Stroud, 5 receiver set. Stroud looking. Stroud in trouble, and Stroud taken down.
Stroud wants to throw it to the tight end, Cade Stover, right here. Watch Benson kind of grabs him and then makes it hard for him to get out of his break. And right there, besides throwing it and forcing it, Stroud tries to run, and then he is contacted.
Malik Washington, the motion man. Zone read, the give is to Claire, met the backfield. The second effort got him maybe a half yard. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to start with the front 5, coming out, converting 2 4th downs early in this second half.
Sullivan in trouble. Chased. Has to run out of bounds for a loss of 2.
3rd and goal. They put Tracy in motion. O'Connell in trouble. And he goes down! Lukas Van Ness atones for the mistake a moment ago.
Yeah, I mean, and Aiden O'Connell, not a guy that with the fleetest of feet, but he tries to get away, and just by his jersey, he's dragged down to the ground.
Fights off with his offhand through the hole. Rendo, good look at that.
Down goes Mertz. Coming in was Lukas Van Ness. That's an 8.
Van Ness, one of those rotation guys, also can play end. This time he's coming from the inside, and a big punch move on Trey Wettig. Leaves Wettig kind of doubled over, and Van Ness right on top of Mertz in the backfield.
He stays out there, and he gets another carry. But this time, nothing. Iowa defense ready.
2nd and 8. Quick shot outside to Brown. And anytime they try to get Brown, because he's an electric player, anytime they try to get him to get in space.
Probably play some soft zone coverage.
And at this point, Lukas Van Ness